Hello, welcome. We are the Red Devils Advocates, and we have a full house today. We've got a midfield four. I am Andy, the right winger. We have Sean on the left wing. We have Tyrone as the cam, and Faheen as the CDM, the diamond, making his debut. How's everyone doing?
Good, mate.
All
How are
good.
you?
We're blessed.
Well,
He's not
This is a strong
okay.
word.
If
He's
you
not
could not-
okay, man.
if you could not tell, we are in a bit of a panic right now because not only are we dealing with the hangover of a home thrashing by our former manager, we are also in the last hours of the COVID transfer window, and we haven't really done business. We haven't done business the way we should have. So we'll start from, I guess, yesterday. Tottenham, we welcomed them into our house, and they spanked us 6-1.
We
more like Mourinho.
open our legs.
Well, it was not pleasant. Jose bent us over, and he did the business. Thoughts after the game?
Oh,
Good
it was
game.
Kane and Son that did the business for us.
Good
You know, we got tag teamed by them
Yeah,
without
it was.
consent. There was no consent, Andy. Like,
There was no lube. They went in
There was
raw.
no arse.
They went in hard and fast.
It wasn't for like, man. It was more than like. It was like, hi. It was just done, man. Like some Naruto thing, man. Quick in and out, man. Minato just touch him and just teleport to you, and it was over from there. Yeah.
I mean, like first of all, like you should obviously give congratulations to Spurs. They did play really, really well. I mean, I think the second goal, I think, is the one that stood out for me was when Kane got fouled, and as soon as he stood up, he just took a really quick free kick and passed it straight to Son. Just gave me flashbacks of that Liverpool v Barca game where the Alexander Arnold took that quick corner and then assisted. I think it was Origi.
Yeah.
And after that moment, it was just all shambles for the team. We just fell apart. Yeah. So good for them.
Yeah, it's weird because the game got off to an amazing start for us, actually. We got fouled 30 seconds in their box and Bruno put it away. Hernandez, he does it again. He doesn't miss penalties.
Man, how does this guy miss so much pen?
Well, it's because, we got players like Martial who are really good in the box. And you have to foul the man to stop the attack. And that's the way it goes. But after that, it was all downhill from there because they say it all the time. You are most likely to concede a goal after you scored one, and that was so true. And then I don't feel we lost the game until we got the red card. So at 2-1, I still feel the game was open. But that moment in the box where with Lamela, boy, he may not come to Manchester anytime soon. That boy, I think Jose knew what was going on because he took him off.
Should have been a red for both of them, to be honest.
Absolutely.
Childish behavior from Lamela and
It burned me, man.
Yeah, so.
If you're giving Martial a red,
I read it all was a bit harsh.
No, the red.
No. So the initial push from Lamela into Martial's face could be deemed as a red card. But the fact that Martial didn't go down and he immediately pushed back, at most I'd say a yellow for both players. But if you're going to give one player a red card, you have to give the other a red card. Yeah. And I thought that moments like this was the time that VAR was supposed to be most present. Like, it's supposed to be those tough calls where you couldn't see what happened in one of those unknown angles. No one knows what happened apart from Lamella's there holding his face. But why is he holding his face? What's happened? No one knows. Let's check VAR. Lamella's pretending.
Yeah, that is exactly right. That's why VAR was brought in the first place to sort out goals that have been ruled off for offside and for red cards, because football is one of those sports that has always been dealt with. The referee's word is final. It's if you didn't see it, it didn't happen, whatever. But VAR was meant to combat that. And it was really weird to see that it's like at school when, one student punches another student, but the other student punches the first one back and the teacher only sees the second hit and that student gets expelled. That's exactly what we saw there. I think if you're giving Martial the red card, you absolutely have to give Lamela the red card also, or you are disgracing the sport. I think the fact that I didn't go to VAR means one or two things. One, the referee, Faheen's gone. Oh, he's back. One, the referees.
I didn't lose it for a second.
One, the referees were not listening to any shouts for VAR, or two, there were no shouts for VAR from the United camp, which is very worrying. What is Harry Maguire doing? As our captain, he should be the first one in the ref's face saying,
"He's
VAR,
on parole, man. He can't speak."
Nah, man, don't get me started on Harry, man.
He's buying up keepers. He's got his arm around the shoulder. Going, don't worry, I can make this all go away. Just take a dive. Just handball it. Don't worry about it.
They did it with Brighton. Yeah,
exactly.
Maguire was there. Referee, his little backhander. What's that? The full whistle time doesn't count. We have an extra few minutes. This is great stuff. Why can't he do it there?
There was every opportunity there to get Lamela off the pitch, and I'm sure there's some sportsmanship involved here, which is why they don't do that. But if I'm a United player and I've seen that, I'm hacking Lamela every excuse I can. I'm elbowing him. I'm making sure he doesn't forget this game. You don't get a player of ours sent off and get to laugh about it.
Nah, man, I would have clamped him right there and then, man. I would have took the second red card, man.
Also, why is no one talking about Shaw's ridiculous tackle?
Okay, now
no.
That was a red card. That was a red card.
That was a premeditated tackle before he even had the ball.
It was one of those tackles you do in FIFA.
He wasn't looking at the ball. He was looking at his legs when he took that.
The guy was gone.
Was it Serge Aurier, I think?
I think it was Aurier, yeah. It's a foul that you do on FIFA because it's like, it's a game, isn't it? But you can't do that in real life. That's a red card. I don't know how he got away with murder there.
I feel bad for Shaw because he was getting destroyed by Aurier all day. I mean, that's where most of Spurs' opportunities came from. It was Aurier running down that right-sided wing, and Shaw just couldn't stop him. And
yeah, it would have been real handy if we got a new left back.
Yeah, I know, right?
Tellez is a good, physical player. He's quite large. He's got a big stature. I mean, he's always on my team in FIFA. So
really,
well, the last FIFA I played was FIFA 19, and he was on my team. But
see,
fair enough.
After the loss, that's when they want to give him the 20 mil for him. You see what I mean? And now they're just a bunch of jokes.
They didn't cave. They only gave 15 million. And the only reason they got away with it is because Alex Tellez was to move. So he handed in his transfer on strike. He's like, I want to go United. I want to go.
Anyways, I'm happy. I'm happy that he's coming. Bring him in.
Yeah. I mean, for him, it's a good career move. Even, at a crappy United is better than at the team he was at because he.
Yeah,
man. To get more money.
Come on, man. Bro, you can make bank at 99, man. like any of our bench players here making bank just for sitting on the bench and they're not even doing anything. They're like, you know what? Let me just sit on this a week, man. Don't worry about that.
Ever since Anderson, remember that guy? We had Anderson. Every player has come to United has just been trying to do another Anderson. Take the money and go.
I swear, you can never defeat Anderson, man. Anderson was a curious.
You can. Do you guys remember
how? Oh,
Jesus. Oberton, however you pronounce it, the French guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just
Nicolas Oberton. Oh yeah, I remember him.
But we've had some real dead signings. Oberton, Bebe. Oh my god.
Oh, Bebe, yeah.
There was that dude Diego Forlan who was like shit at United, but as soon as he left us,
he did bits. Was it Athletic?
Legendary striker.
Yeah.
Hey, remember when Zala was a dead signing for Man United? Look at him at Crystal Palace, just
embarrassing.
Just embarrassing our defense.
I was going to say it's real commendable from Luke Shaw, who's actually gone on record to say we do need new faces in the locker room. It's boring here, the same faces. And now we've got a player that could possibly displace him. Alex says we paid 15 million euros approximately to Porto. He got 13 goals and 12 assists in the last season. So it looks like we've got a real, player there.
One fullback that can actually attack.
Yeah. On Luke Shaw's comment, like the only boring face is him. He's been there for a long time.
I'm going to defend Shaw there for a second. I'm going to defend Shaw here, yeah?
No, Shaw did it.
There is also De Gea. Okay?
Oh,
the man
yeah.
needs to go. Yeah?
True. You have a
He's been
point.
on
The man has needed to go for last season and a half. I don't know how he's still getting football.
What do you mean, man? It's actually Young 2.0, bro. Ashley Young somehow managed every season to stay until he was ready to go to Inter, where he's still getting decent money. I don't know how he did it as well. Bro.
Yeah, Phil Jones as well. Yeah,
Phil
the man
Jones
hasn't been seen in 2 years.
I swear,
is he even is he still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive.
How do we know that? How do we know that?
He's practicing the own goals in the training center.
I'm telling you, man. If Phil Jones is still at a club next year and the year after that, I don't know how this man did it. You know,
I mean, didn't he just get a 5-year deal last year?
Yeah, he did.
Wait, did he?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's a great player.
I don't know.
He's not on a large salary as
He's
well.
got news of Ed Woodward.
Yeah.
Like,
No, he's on a decent salary. He's coming up for like
a good salary.
100 plus somewhere around
I'd
there.
rather have Smalling than
plus,
him, bro. Let Smalling sit on the bench.
I mean, I'd much rather Smalling over Jones, but
Just trust me, man.
but Jones isn't even making the bench, and he's still on that money.
Hey, man, you remember those good old times when it was Smalling and Phil Jones as our centre backs, man? Oh, jeez.
I'm sorry, did you say good times?
The Chuck-
I'm sorry.
You know, they did have a small period of time when they were actually quite a decent.
They were actually decent. They were decent.
like 2 weeks.
They were. You must say 2 weeks.
Louis Van Gaal time, wasn't it?
Yeah. Like, Van Gaal didn't even do that bad, man. Yeah, he had that stupid philosophy of football, but you know. But he made Rashford, so I'm happy with him. So that's the only thing. You know, yeah, he did bring it. Oh, you remember when like Martial came and everyone's like,
Rashford.
I think he's injured. I know Sean said something.
I think he's like struggling to get these 2 meals, man. Like,
poor Rashford, man.
Yeah, he can't score goals no more.
I mean, am I wrong?
He's Dr. Rashford now, isn't he? So he doesn't want to do.
Got to put some respect on his name. It's not even Mr. Dr. Rashford. Well, I mean, he still can't score. He's got 1 goal for us, I think. But it is a disaster. The only saving grace, and I mean, it only numbed the pain a bit, is that Liverpool went out and got their asses spanked as well by Aston Villa. 7-2.
That made me smile.
That was an away game for Liverpool, but it does go to show the utter state that the Premier League is in right now. Because they've got Everton at the top of the league, and Aston Villa also have a perfect record. So what is going on right now?
Let me defend again. Yeah. Everton has a world-class manager, and he did good stuff in the transfer window. He grabbed James. I was like, this man is living life in Everton right now. But let him, we'll see. I'll give him time before I make a verdict of this thing. But Everton.
It's funny that people a couple of years ago were saying, "Oh, Hammers wouldn't do it in the Prem. He wouldn't do it in the Prem." I mean, we're seeing now.
With Everton, bro, mid-table team, fam, and he's doing it like that. I'm like, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
But I want to say again, just to like proper solidify like last night's behavior, that we lost to a respectable team. Okay, Tottenham still top 6 sides. Like got into the European Cup final a couple of years ago. They're still a decent team
and a respectable manager as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Liverpool lost to Villa.
Villa, man.
They came 17th last year. Yeah, they were a point or 2 off of relegation.
They scraped relegation, fam. They got out just by luck.
So, as bad as we're feeling, we can go to sleep happy knowing that we did lose to Villa.
I smiled like when I saw us. I was like, "Raw."
It's sad though that it's come to this, that we're only happy about how bad we haven't lost.
Like my friend said, "Yo, you know Aston Villa beat Liverpool 7-2." I was like, "Are you talking about FIFA?" I don't believe that. I checked my phone and I saw. I'm like, "Holy crap!" I'm happy.
Grealish was integral to that victory. I think he got 3 assists, 2 goals.
Yeah, got 3 assists.
80 million price tag, not looking too bad now, huh?
Yes, it is. No, I can't.
He was one of our targets as well, wasn't he?
He was.
I don't care. he can get as many goals and assists as he wants. He's not worth that price tag.
Just saying, we spent that much.
Yeah.
We spent that much on an utter slabbed, a turd. I'm just saying, we could have got a decent player for that. I'm just saying. Let's move on to the Champions League. We are finally back. The champions. Group H, more or less, the hazardous group. We've been drawn against 2020 Champions League finalists, PSG, 2020 Champions League semi-finalists, RB Leipzig, and Istanbul. So obviously, one of those teams is not like the other, but
Us. we are the ones that are not competitors within that group.
But
You know what? Yeah,
I was gonna say, how do we feel about that group?
that
I said
group
my bit. All of you
is
have the
calm.
floor.
is calm. Yeah, because when
It's
it comes
calm.
to Champions League, I feel like we get a little bit excited and we start actually playing good. So plus we have Cavani now, right? Is it
Yes.
confirmed?
Yeah,
And I
Cavani is
feel
our
like-
new centre back. He
Let
will
me
do
tell you
all the
something, yeah.
business.
If Cavani plays in a PSG match, yeah, and he scores 3 goals, I'll be happy, bro. Yeah,
That'd be
just
nice
to
to watch.
show PSG for how they treated them and everything, and he just busts a hat trick in the match. I'll forgive the signing. I'm like, yeah, it was worth it. But you know about RB, they're a bit tricky,
Yeah,
I don't
they're
like
a good
that
team, good players.
Yeah. That one, I'm scared of that one.
Is that where Timo Werner came from, or is that the?
Yeah.
Is that the,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Werner
Yeah.
came from Leipzig, so
Yeah,
they are without their biggest threat. But
yeah.
especially the German teams, they know how to replace their assets very well. So we might have a problem there.
Yeah. German training.
I mean, I think we should just start thinking about Europa League now.
Europa
I don't
No,
watch Europa League, even when
I'm
we're in it.
telling
I don't watch it.
The thing is, yeah, we
Go on.
had it last season and
Yeah.
we scuffed it. Yeah. So if that was our performance last season, how do they think we're ready for actual proper football?
Nah, man.
Like, we're failing in the Farmers League. We're failing in the Tesco brand Europe.
I said
Yeah. And they want us to actually play real teams. Like,
I mean, it's shocking how little the board has actually backed Ole. I mean, like, I wouldn't say he should get sacked. I would say he should leave because they're clearly just not supporting him. I mean, I'm sure he knows what players he wants in his team. He's got Champions League football. He would have said to Ed Woodward, these are the players that I need in my team for this season, for the Premier League and the Champions League, and they haven't given him what he wanted. So, he should just walk out of there.
I would respect him if he did that. To be honest, it's
I'm gonna head
not
out.
fair. Back to the point of Champions League football. I think out of the English teams, we've been given the worst hand. But I think so.
Liverpool got an easy group. City, well, let's not talk about that.
Let
Chelsea, they've got one competitor in there, and then us, yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, we're not the only suspect England team right now. Man City is a bit suspect, and Chelsea look like they can only beat little teams right now. So
Liverpool's also looking a bit suspect after last night.
I know.
I mean,
Right
with
now,
City,
all England teams
when
are looking a
Aguero
bit
comes
suspect.
back, So I know Aguero's injured, isn't he? When he comes back,
Yeah.
City are going to be on the rise again.
So City have Porto, Olympiacos, and
Yeah.
Marseille.
They're
Mhm.
gonna lose to one of them.
Right.
Watch.
Right?
No, they should walk through that.
Yeah, Liverpool have Ajax, Atalanta, Midgetland.
Nah, Ajax will get them. Nah,
That can't be how it's
Not sure if that's how
pronounced.
you say it. But
Ajax could definitely beat Liverpool.
they're listening to this, Andy.
I mean, they've got too many confidence in that.
When you get a knock on the door later and it's just on your midgets.
The average height of a player in
Hey,
Midland is 5'2".
I don't mean offensive. I just don't know how to pronounce it. You know what I mean? Like, it's innocent. And Chelsea have Sevilla, Rennes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sevilla will
Crap.
eat them, fam.
Sevilla's the only threat in that group.
Yeah,
Sevilla
Outside of that,
Chelsea.
they're walking through it. We've got an actual fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, PSG is gonna get us back for last time, bro. When
Oh, of course they are.
You think, yeah, Neymar's not stopped crying, so you know he's back for revenge.
Mbappe is coming back for us.
You know, that, you know the way we were cussing Mbappe when we knocked them out.
I know, man. We're like,
Just a pound, man, Rashford, sit down. Coming back for revenge, you know. They're coming back. We just gotta
I
make
don't know
sure.
how PSG's been playing this season, but like they don't have Thiago Silva anymore, do they?
No, he went to
Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only remember that PSG didn't they get like 2 or 3 players sent off because Neymar slapped someone.
Yeah, because he said he slapped someone because he was being racist to him.
Yeah.
Then on top of that, I think Neymar got another extension. I think he did. I think he has some scruff with another player again. Apparently, I don't know.
I wouldn't be
Definitely
surprised if that's his last season at PSG.
No one can afford him though.
Yeah, but he's getting bank and he's an ambassador and all of
He
that.
could go
man.
back to Barca. I think if Messi leaves, he'll go back to Barca.
I think Barca will have him.
Imagine Messi leaving Barca, bro. He can't even leave. He signed a contract.
He nearly left for
his
700 million.
contract ends like next year, doesn't it?
Yeah, like his contract legit caught him in like, yeah, you can't go nowhere. Where do you think you're going? Oh, stop down, man. I'm trying to leave. I can just see Suarez just waving to him like, bye, you're going to Africa.
How far does everyone think United will go through this time? Tyrone, how far do you think United will get in the Champions League?
If we somehow, typical Man United, actually find a way to cheese ourselves out of that group, maybe quarterfinal.
Okay. Faheen?
Oh, I would say round of 16 is where it would end.
Fair enough. And Sean?
I'll let you go first, Andy.
He's gonna change his answer, you know.
I think we'll get to the last.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't see
good.
us getting out the group stage. I'm not gonna lie. I see us hitting Euros real quick.
Should go make a bet now, shouldn't we?
I should.
Because we all just picked like different rounds.
It's good money.
Sweepstakes.
I know this isn't United news, but I'm really upset. Fabrizio Romano has just tweeted Thomas Partey is on his way to London. So it looks like Arsenal are ready to trigger the release clause. He's a good player.
He is a good player.
They've been trying to get him for a while.
We're not for Arsenal.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're
Athletic,
looking like a problem. They're looking like a problem.
Hold
yeah.
up. Sorry. The best player in Arsenal, has just gone to Hertha Berlin. Do you know who it is, Andy?
Who's that?
Guendouzi.
It's Guendouzi.
Oh my god. You mean Salah 2.0, you know?
I would never forget that tweet that someone said when Arteta bids for Messi with a trade deal of Guendouzi and 4 million euros. I'll never forget that. After war crimes. So, one competition we are still in, along with the Champions League, is the Carabao Cup. This competition has gone by many names: Coca-Cola Cup, Capital One Cup, League Cup.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Same cup, different names.
Yeah, it's it's the cup with 3 handles. No one really wants it, but we're still in it. We did beat Brighton on the 30th of September 3-0, a very good performance where Pogba actually performed. Do you guys think we have a chance of winning this competition? And before you answer, I would like to remind you that still in the competition, Arsenal, Man City, Brentford, Newcastle, Stoke, and Tottenham Hotspur.
Yes, we can win it.
You had to list all those teams.
You want to know why? My honest realness. The hair is not in goal. I think Henderson alone will make us win that cup if he's on form and they don't change him. Because I know Ollie likes to change him at the last. When it comes, he gets to the semi-final. Henderson's like, yeah, final time. He's like, no, you're on the bench. The hair is doing it. But I did all the work, fam.
Chelsea.
You know what I mean? Then we lose. You see what I mean? If Henderson controls that keeping, that goal, I think we can win it, fam. honestly.
No, I don't think so. I think teams like City, like they tend to go all out with these competitions as well, because especially with Liverpool, probably going to win the league again if they stay on form, excluding yesterday's game. City's only trophy is probably going to be Carabao Cup, in it, so they're probably just going to go all out for that and the FA Cup. And we got Everton next game, don't we? I mean, Everton's playing like 2005 AC Milan right now, so we're gonna have to.
Yeah, like Everton are looking like they could take the league if they continue on this form. It is quite worrying. I think we do have a shot of winning the Carabao Cup. I think that Oli does need to be better at his game management. Like we are seeing arguably better performing teams in the Carabao Cup than in the Premier League. And of course, we're going against worse opposition, but I think it does go to show that maybe Oli is putting too much trust in the players that demand the respect. I think Sean does have a good point in the previous recording where he said Oli is not respected or he doesn't have enough. He's not being ruthless enough with the players because Pogba had COVID during preseason, but he's been playing shockingly. He should not be starting. Van der Beek should be starting. He's getting the goals. He's getting the assists. He's actually playing well for us. He needs to put his foot down, pull his finger out, and say, Pogba, you're on the bench. And if he doesn't like it, go. His contract expires at the end of the season anyway. Who cares? He does need to actually bench Wan-Bissaka because he's been poor ever since lockdown. Fosu Mensah, Brandon Williams, they can fit in. He really needs to bench Maguire, the fridge. Unless he gets injured, he doesn't get benched, and that is a liability. I don't know where we're going.
This game, send him to jail. Where's that petition? Because we should all sign
it. Let's sign that petition right now, fam. That guy has been an utter liability. I don't know who he thinks he is. He thinks he's Al Capone or something, trying to buy off people in Greece, trying to buy off people in the Premier League. He's not about it, and I think he's got to go.
You know what? I think they need to take the captain ban off him.
Absolutely. Even before this take Greece.
I know. Like straight. Like I don't know why he's still captain, but they need to take that off him, man. After that, man.
Because Oli got no balls.
Come on, man. Imagine how is Rashford apologizing before our captain, bro? Like our captain's supposed to be going straight in the locker room and say, "Rah, I apologize for that performance. We were dead. We let them run over us." All of that. Man said the forward comes and says it, bro.
Mate,
poor Rashford.
McTominay apologized.
Yeah.
And he was, bro, like Rashford. Did he play?
I don't think he did. I don't remember.
Bro, imagine Rashford, the first man out of the locker room to say, "Well, apologize, fam." And Harry Maguire is like non-existent. Like, yo, you're the captain. You're supposed to come and be like, "Yeah, that was dead." But send him back to Greece, man. Greek or wherever he did the crime, just send him back, man, and lock him up, man.
Rashford could be a good replacement captain, and he's obviously taken a lot of step forward. He's a doctor now, so he's probably got the highest seniority in the team as
well. or just give it to Bruno, man.
Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, I honestly think Bruno Fernandes should be captain because he is the only one that's got any metal about him. He will put a rough tackle in. And even when he's not putting the best performance out of the 11, he is still pulling up people who are not pulling their weight. The way he shouted at Lindelof in another game proves that he is a captain. I heard that Bruno got taken off at halftime because he was fighting Matic because he was cutting him out. So, I mean, we need a bit of Roy Keaneism in the squad.
Hey, man.
No, that's good. That's good.
For me.
Yeah, man. Bruno should be captain. Like after I saw him with the Lindelof thing, I was like, yeah, man. You don't see Harry doing that, man. Lindelof there cussing my man, like, yo, what you doing what you doing?
Exactly. When we conceded in the Europa League, Harry Maguire's got his head down. He's giving players hugs. Bruno Fernandes is cussing people. You need to call people. Fair enough. You've got a 90-minute game. The game is not won and lost on one goal alone. You have to continue. This is a mentality thing, and these players don't have it. A lot of these players just don't have it. They're too coddled.
Andy, sorry to interrupt you.
Every player needs a slap. So.
Sorry, John. Yeah.
What you're saying now sounds very familiar to what I've been saying since the beginning. I think since episode 1, that all of our players are just children.
Yeah,
you're
They
right.
are, man. They are.
They go around thinking that their ego is bigger than the club. Fact is, cool, you're a good player. Yeah, you have the likes of Pogba, you have the likes of Martial, you have the likes of De Gea. Yeah, you have like. I'm trying to think of like players that aren't really performing right now. Like Andy might have an opinion because obviously whatever, but Martial got sent off and he's not done that great in the last opening of the season. Yeah. It's like
No, I agree with you.
they go around thinking that they are like top notch and they can't be touched because realistically there's no other competition in the team for their position. Yeah. And Ollie's hasn't got the backbone to be like, you know what? I'm actually going to drop De Gea for Henderson. I'm actually going to drop Pogba for absolutely any of our 50,000 midfielders.
I mean, Van der Beek, obviously, but
Yeah.
We spent like 40 million on the guy and we're not using him.
It's simple logic. Pogba, your player, has been playing poorly. Van der Beek has been scoring pretty much every game he's played in. Start Van der Beek. Simple.
He's not gonna do it because he wants Pogba, man. He likes Pogba more.
But he's done nothing.
I know that it hurts because this is what he's doing. He's using when Fernandes gets tired. That's when he brings on Donovan. Or if Pogba gets tired, it's like realistically, I say he should YOLO it and just put all 3 of them out, man. And if Pogba wants to act up, just take him off and put Max there. But then Max, sometimes he's just a waffler in midfield. Sometimes, man. You know. But I still feel like we should have had Mata when he was young. Maybe he would have made a little difference.
I mean, there's not much we can do about that now. Like we can only we can sign players now who are young, but I mean, we could have got Matic a few years ago. He would be great. It would have been great for us. So would have, Mata would have been great for us a few years ago, but we don't have that luxury. We can't go back in time and do that. So we really just need to work with what we got now, and what we've got now is a bunch of players.
What do we have?
We have nothing.
I'm gonna tell you on paper.
on paper.
On the pitch, they are horseshit. Pogba is possibly one of the greatest midfielders to ever lace a pair of boots, but he has not done it for us. We signed him how many years ago? 4?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
We've got a Europa League title. I can't remember what else we got for him. Like Pogba is a great player, but it's time to face the facts that he's not doing it for us, and we need to make sure that we have United's priorities. Best interests at heart and not Pogba's. No one player is bigger than the club. No manager is bigger than the club. People need to understand that. Players will come and go. Managers will come and go. But the philosophy, the team, the legacy needs to remain there. And it's not because Ollie is bending over to every player's will who is earning more than 200,000 a week.
See, I feel like it has a lot to do with the board, though. I feel like, obviously, like Ollie lived through it. Yeah, he's been a player, he's been a coach, he's now the manager. He knows football. Yeah, he's been part of all the winning sides at United. Yeah, and he knows how football has changed since he was a player to now. But he's not stupid. Yeah. Clearly he's not, because he's managed to get this job.
Damn right.
And the fact is, when he first got the job, he was doing well. Coming out of the back of COVID, he started doing well until the players started getting tired. I don't. That's the paper's excuse, but I don't see that as a real thing. Yeah, if, as I keep saying, if you would rather if you'd rather train for 5 to 6 hours a day than play a 90-minute match, you're an idiot. Yeah, if you can do that week in, week out, and you're not tired because it's just training, then how are you too tired to be doing it on a match? Yeah, it's excuses, and I feel like the board are putting a lot of pressure on Ollie, especially around players like Pogba, where realistically we're going to lose him. Odds are we're going to lose him for nothing because his contract's going to run out and he's just going to be a free agent for someone to pick up. So the board want Ollie to try and soften him up, be like, oh yeah, get as much game time as you can. Oh yeah, be happy. Sign a fresh contract and then ship him out for as much as we can possibly get. And I feel like, obviously, going through the Glazers' history, there's been proof of stuff like that previously with like Phil Jones, but no one's going to buy Phil Jones. Like they were hoping the same thing with De Gea. I can guarantee it, especially with his performances. But Real Madrid now have Courtois. They're not interested in him anymore. De Gea is dead in the water.
Yeah. We are the authors of our own problems because we sign a lot of players. We give them ridiculous wages, and when we want to get rid of them, no one can afford them. Rojo, Smalling, Damian's gone now, which is good. But like Lingard, Pogba, like we're gonna struggle to offload a lot of these players. De Gea's on 350 grand a week. Who is paying that for a keeper? No one.
No.
Well, I won't lie. De Gea back in a couple of seasons did save our asses, so I guess he deserved a little bonus.
He did. But the thing is, if you're going to be getting that kind of price, you need to live up to that expectation.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the reason he got that was to try and keep him around to get Real Madrid's hands away from him. They went for Courtois instead. And realistically, that's a godsend for them because they've actually pulled away with the better keeper. Faheen has dropped off again.
He's got a bad connection. Oh no.
He's back.
I can hear you all again, but yeah. I had Courtois and it ended for me there.
I said that Real Madrid managed to pull away with the better draw with Courtois than De Gea because at least they still have a competent goalkeeper.
Yeah. I feel bad for De Gea. I mean, ever since that Spain World Cup game, when he just got destroyed by I can't remember what team they're up against. He's just not been the same. Like I think that day just haunts him. But we should just get rid of him because he's clearly not. Get him some psychologist and give him some therapy. But we should get like Henderson in goal, or even what's the guy, Sergio Romero.
Yeah.
Whoa, we still have Sergio Romero on top of Henderson
for now.
Because Aston Villa wanted him, but I think wages were an issue, so they got Martinez from Arsenal, I think, instead.
Oh damn!
So we still got Romero, still got Smalling.
How do we have like Romero's not even that bad of a keeper,
Very good.
For a backup keeper, I said we were blessed. So if they had broke his arm, I wouldn't really care, man. It can happen at any time. God forbid. I don't want badness to come to anyone, yeah. But realistic, the only person I really want to see get hurt on the pitch is Maguire. But
Okay. I was expecting to get again, but
nah, like honestly, like no God forbids for Harry just needs to get clamped by one of the police officers, man. I just want a police officer just to hit him on his leg like we did before, just take him out of the game, man. So, oh no, man, he needs a restart, Maguire. I don't know about him
tackling Shaw in yesterday's game as well. I think.
Yeah, bro. Like, what was he doing? Honestly, what was he doing? He took out his own player, bro. I should have gave him a red card for that, man. Like,
what's so funny? A lot of United fans were like, "No, it's a foul, VAR." Like, VAR concluded that Maguire fouled his own player. Goal stands.
Oh
my god! Yeah, get him out of here. He doesn't know what he's in.
He reminds me of like the Wes Browns and the Gabriel Hines.
Oh.
Like the players that literally they stand there on a pretty wage and be like, I'm the man. Yeah, this is it. I'm on top level. And then literally everyone just not even runs past. They can walk past this man.
Maguire he's been playing like a turd personified. If you were to replace him with anyone in the world, who would you replace him with? Sean will go with you. Brick, all right. Brick. I mean, you don't have to pay anyone for Brick, so like that's good.
I would just bring
Smalling.
I would Smalling and Bailly together. I think that would be a good partnership.
We'll probably end up paying the Brick 300,000 a week. Tyrone, who would you replace Maguire with?
I'm allowed to go back in time and bring someone from the past.
2 bricks.
Right now, yeah, in true honesty, I don't know which defender by himself can save Man United's defense. I feel like the whole back line needs to be refreshed. Like Bailly's okay. Was he okay
Yeah.
that game? Badly.
Yeah, he did well in the cup. Yeah, he did some amazing pinpoint tackles.
Yeah.
So
Like right now, he's all right, and I won't gun him, so I'll keep him there. But I still feel like we need a whole refresh of that defense because Maguire 80 mil for what? He can't even stop nothing. I had
we
enough of
got
the waste.
finesse.
Like Leicester probably smiling like Rod 80 mil.
They are laughing. Brendan Rodgers is dapping like 80 million. Oof, I don't know how they manage that, but I think people were a bit harsh on Bailly when it comes to the Tottenham Hotspur match. They were saying he was a calamity, he was diabolical. I don't have that same opinion. I think that he wasn't great by any means, but he was not the worst centre back we had. He wasn't the worst defender we had. We had 3 players who were worse than him.
Yeah.
And there was not much more he could have done, in my opinion.
Yeah. Like Saka got ripped on the wing, bro. I was like, I could never believe that could happen last season, bro. The way he
I
just
don't know
got
what
killed
happened.
on that.
He must have been subscribing to the Luke Shaw diet because that guy is so slow. He can't fight to save his life. But
Sad times.
we'll now go on to the big part. The transfer season is closing today, 11 p.m. BST, which is midnight Central European Standard Time. We've got a bit more time. Sancho looks dead in the water. Anyone who was 90% sure on him coming in is going to look a bit silly, but
No, they won't. Do you want to know why? Because we're going to be the ones who are foolish enough not to understand that it could happen next season, but we're still going to sign him.
Yeah. I'm worried that if we don't get Sancho now, it's like I think Liverpool's probably going to lose Salah or Mane in the next year. One of them is probably going to go to like Madrid, and then what's Liverpool going to do? They're going to go for a winger. Who they're going to go for? They're probably going to go for Sancho. And if Jurgen Klopp picks up the phone and says, "Oh, do you want to come to my team?" Sancho's going to go. He's going to go to Liverpool.
It's true, but I feel like Liverpool grab Mbappe instead of Sancho if they really want someone.
No,
you think they're going to afford Mbappe?
No, man.
Mbappe for Sancho. I really think they will go for Mbappe.
I don't think they can afford him.
Hey man.
I think
he would be a better replacement than for like Salah or Mane.
Yeah.
But for sure,
Definitely.
he would be better.
I think the only places that can afford him would be United and Real Madrid. Like we're the only places that have crazy money like that.
Imagine if we bid for Mbappe and he
But
actually
do we?
Man United. No, we do, sure, man. We have money. We have the money.
Wait. So Alex Telles, his normal asking price is 35 million.
Look, Sean.
Okay, they offered it. No, they offered him to us for 20.
Yeah.
We tried to go in for 9.
Hey.
No, 15. And then we were like,
business, John.
11 though.
It's business, Sean. You don't go in full guns blazing. You give them scraps first.
No, but that's the thing. Yeah, like be reasonable about it. Yeah, they've already halved their price.
Yeah.
Go for a reasonable, like, I don't know, 12, 13, not 9.
9. You start small and you build, Sean. You build, fam. You build. You can't just be like, yeah, we're gonna get for 20 million. Then they'll be like, oh, we want 25. No, we have to start small. They say no, 10. Then you're like, no, 9.5. They're like, you know what? 13. Then we go 10. We're like, yeah, but
This is like seeing a nice Ferrari, and then going, you know what? I like the look of that Ferrari. It's red, I'm gonna feel like Michael Schumacher on the roads. I'll give you £10 for it. Like,
yeah, but if I give it to you, you have to check there's no engine in the bloody car.
Nah, man, it's probably a cardboard box, man.
I mean, that's how we got Sanchez still, but like
why did they cut that asking price so quickly? What's wrong with Tellers?
I think he has a year left.
Yeah.
So you can't ask for that much money. You could wait out the year and get him for free. But on that note, we have done a bit of business. So we got Alexis Sanchez out for free. Chong is out on loan to Werder Bremen.
Bye.
Andreas Pereira is out on loan to Lazio.
Bye. That's
and Diogo Dalot is on loan to AC Milan.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to point out no money has come in for anyone we sold or got rid of. Right, cool. In we've got Van der Beek for 40 million euros from Ajax. Cavani is coming for free. Alex Telles for 15 million from Porto, and we've signed Ahmad Traore for 30 million, who is actually not going to play for us until January. 30 plus 15 is 45. 45 plus 40 is 85 million. We spent 85 million in this window.
Yeah.
I feel that money could have been spent on Sancho, but as it stands, what does everyone think of this transfer window?
We have the money for
8
Sancho,
out of 10.
So
Is it? Because we've got the time still.
okay, so here's the thing, yeah. Outside of the Van der Beek deal, we still had 150 million. Yeah.
We still have more money to get
regardless of spending that 40 million on Van der Beek, we still had 150 to play around with. Yeah. So the 30 million we can make up in the coming months. Yeah. That ain't even an issue. Yeah. As you said, Cavani we got for free. Yeah. We essentially traded Sanchez's contract for Cavani's.
Just
yeah. One for one deal. Ain't nothing of it. Yeah. That 15 million for Telles. Cool. We still got 135 million there. So why is it that Dortmund's 120 million asking price still hasn't been met yet?
Hey, you know what? If I go to sleep and I don't wake up to Sancho signed for Man United then I kind of just give up of the season. Just delete the season.
I mean, no one has been talking about Sancho today.
Even Dembele wouldn't make me happy, bro, if they somehow managed to get him on low last minute. I will be so pissed off. It'll be like, wow, all of this, oh, Man United are gonna sign him. Oh, Man United offered the deal just for us not to get Sancho. We just like a joke, fam. Chelsea, Tottenham, Arsenal, all their players they wanted, they got. Man City, they lost and they need a defender, instant buy. What are we doing? Oh, we're just gonna offer them a little bit of what they want and see how it goes. Yeah, man, the board in Man United are moving a bit mad still.
It's funny because Ed Woodward was watching the match yesterday against Spurs in his mask and stuff, and why is there no centre back? Why have we spent money on a player that isn't going to play until January because of visa issues?
Massive visa issues, man. Man, did I have money and resources to get rid of that visa, man?
We've got
I'm sorry, man. Like, come on, like, you get to a point where Man United have power in this world, yeah? They're not just some random Aston Villa team, yeah? We have people in places. I'm sorry, yes. You really think Harry Maguire got out of that case easily, just like that, for his lawyer? Man United was behind that little suspicious re-entry back into the country and have the captain armband. Yeah, man, don't worry, man. But you know,
we've got 35 minutes left for Italy and their transfer window. Smalling to Roma is looking a bit dicey. The price is 15 million.
No, it's 20 million.
It's not looking. Fam, we're not gonna get 20 million for Smalling.
Yes, we are, fam. They like him.
They
like him so much. It's 20 mil, bro. I'm sorry. If you like him so much, I want 21 mil. Actually, yeah, that's my price. 21 mil if you really want him, because I don't want him back.
I think we shouldn't let him go. I think.
Thank you. See, it's either you pay us big dollars to replace him, or you just keep him on loan, innit? But I'm sorry, I'd rather have Smalling than Harry right now, bro. Because I know Smalling would have let a man pass in it, even though that one time he talked smack to Messi and Messi still burned him. But, you know, I like a man like that, man. I want a defender who tell a man, yo, next game I'm after you. It doesn't matter who you are, I got you my back pocket. What can Maguire do? Tell a man, I'm gonna have your back pocket. All the guys gonna laugh. Shut up, Harry Maguire, man. I'll put you back in prison, man. Like, man. You know, come on now, man. Forget this.
Oh my lord.
That was a good closing statement right there.
Yeah, well, you know, but this transfer window, 4 out of 10, but Donabik is like 9 out of 10 for me. That's the only signing I like. Cavani, the thing about Cavani, why? Is it because no? I just want to know, is it because Igalo's contract is going to end soon and they don't want to renew it?
But they did renew his contract.
Wait, but it's gonna count. It's gonna, because of COVID they extended it, not because it was because COVID they had to extend it a bit. So is it? What did they really extended it again? They did
I swear
extend
they
it.
extended it for a year.
It's up till January. Yeah.
It's up to January. So
Okay.
basically, yeah. So did they do that because they know they're gonna lose Igalo in January? So they just wanted to get a replacement there and then. And it was basically Cavani is, don't get me wrong, yeah, he's old, but he has showed his quality. So he's all right for a freebie, you know. But I just hope he don't turn out to be another Sanchez, yeah. He was kind of okay, but then he's gonna become an old man and just flop and go run to Italy back again to retire, like all these players are doing, or China League or whatever. Is it China Super League or something?
Something
Something
like
like
that.
that.
Yeah,
China.
whatever. Yeah. So that, but you know, that's
Uh,
my verdict. 4 out of 10 for the whole transfer window, unless we buy someone in the last minute, which I know we won't. So
Faheen, how about you? What do you rate the transfer window out of 10?
I mean, we didn't get Sancho, and without Sancho, I mean, I'm not really happy with any of those transfers. I mean, Van der Beek is good, but we don't use him. So, you know, what was the point of that? So, you know, I'll give it like a 2 out of 10 until we start using these players. I mean, I'm not disappointed with Tellers. I think he's a decent player, but I don't know. Like, players have a tendency to come to Premier League and then just flop as soon as they show up. And they'll have like 3 games of honeymoon period, and then they lose everything. So. You know, there's no point of having Fernandez if the rest of the team can't like keep up with him. You know, so.
And Sean, did you give a rating?
I don't think I did.
No,
Feel free to give one.
give one there, man.
-10.
-10.
Great.
Yes,
Negative
Sean,
10
I
out
like
of 10.
that. I appreciate that, really. I appreciate that. That counts.
Actually, I make it a -9 simply because I like Tellers.
All right.
Oh, I'm so dead.
I think for me, it's a 3 out of 10 because we haven't got the players that we wanted. Even from December, like Oli wanted Haaland, he went to Dortmund. Oli wanted Bellingham, he went to Dortmund. We've wanted Sancho, can't get him, can't afford him. What? We've got like 150 million in the bank.
It's not money. It's not the money. It's not the problem.
We wanted Reguilon, and we didn't get him. He went to Spurs, and he played really well against us. How about that? Grealish, couldn't afford him. He's doing bits against Liverpool. We got the third choice in Van der Beek, who's not starting for us in the Premier League.
You forgot about Bale.
We got. I mean, there's a reason I did.
He don't fail because Tottenham came after him, man. There was nothing.
Why would we sign a golfer, man? Come on.
Yeah, like.
Because he's still better than anything that we have.
Tiger Woods instead.
No, bro. If Bell doesn't come back on the pitch and rip it up like he did when he left, then I see that as a win for us not getting him. Because like if he don't come on a bus like 5 goals first 5 games, I don't want him. Forget him, bro.
We signed Cavani, and that makes me think that they were thinking about a second striker. But why didn't they go for Werner? Or get anyone who is decent? We're now looking at Dembele, who has got glass legs. Why? When Sancho is there, like if you're not going to get Sancho,
you know, he's just so brittle.
Yeah, like
we need divers, bro.
To add more insult to injury, though, not only have they like considered Dembele, they've given up on the consideration of Dembele, and they've looked at Sarr from Watford. Like, how far down the chain do you have to go before you're like, actually, let's just buy Sancho?
You might as well get Torre, bro. It's that Wolves guy, that hench one, bro. You might as well.
You should get like Adam
30 mil, fam.
Torre, that's the
Yeah,
one.
man. Yeah, just buy him for 30 mil, just let him body wingers. We don't need to run past them no more. We just wedge them off the pitch.
You're not getting Traore for 30 mil.
Yes, you know. Hey, I'm telling you now, no fullback is gonna stop him from running, bro. He's either they're moving out the way or they're getting run over. That's it. Simple as no skills, just pure beast. Just crack on, man.
While the window closes today for the international transfers, the window is still open to the 16th of October for the championship players and below tiers. We will not be able to sign Traore from Wolves tomorrow, but we will be able to sign Sarr tomorrow. And tomorrow is the deadline that you have to submit your Champions League squad. So maybe Sarr will happen tomorrow, so he can play for us in the Champions League.
It's nonsense.
Bit of
I
genius
don't know
from
much about Sarr. Is he good?
Disgusting.
He played well against us in Vicarage Road, and he played well against Liverpool. But I mean, if you're giving me the choice between Sarr and Sancho, come on now, or even Sarr and Dembele, like Dembele, come on.
you,
Man,
you want a guy in hospital over a Sarr, you know?
man.
Oh, I mean, Dembele. If Dembele is fit, he's a better player.
If Dembele will be willing to come on like a £1 a week salary, then fine. Like, you know,
Trust me, fam. Why not? You know what? Yeah, I won't say nothing because if Dembele comes, I'll give him 4 games, and if he flops, dash him in the bin, man. Recycle him, break his legs. Maybe he might injure himself. God forbid again. You know, I don't know why we're going for injury-prone guys that we know we're gonna get injured, but you know, not my fault for not saying. You know, just say it like, raw. If his ankles get clamped by some random ass English defender in our league, you know, because they are victorious for that, you know. Just saying, you know. Dembele might be running through Austin Villa and Tyron Minks or something. You know what? Yeet! Leg gone. Half season gone. You know? Just saying, man. You know, the one Sterling got henched because he knew any man he tried to do his little flabby runs next to, he's gonna get wedged, man. But it's okay, man. We'll make do. We'll make do with this. We'll make do with this, innit?
Well, I think that is all the time we've got for this episode. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to Red Devils Advocate on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter at Red Devils Advocate and on Instagram at RD Advocate. Well, I think that's all from all of us today. Yeah, take care, stay safe, and
Final note.
Yeah.
His arms would get broken. Just saying. God forbid, though. Bye.
I can't believe it. Bye.